Hello and welcome. Happy Thursday. Oh, Thursday is the fun time of the week for me. The funnest time of the week for me because it's when I do my cooking show. So thanks for being here. So today I'm going to be cooking up for you a Philly steak cheese skillet. And so yes, this is like your Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, except it is a healthy version and no bun. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and just jump right in because this recipe is fairly quick and easy, but there was some prep work involved with it. And the sauce I'm starting to make is going to take about 5 minutes to simmer. So I am going to be starting with the sauce. And so right now, in my pan, I have some garlic cloves cooking. And so I'm just going to go ahead and get that a little bit brown. And so I will be posting the complete recipe in the comments when I'm all done, so you will have this recipe. All right, because you will want it, believe me. It is a good one. It's full of flavor. And so while that is browning, I just want to let you know some of the ingredients. All right, so what you're going to need for this recipe is some beef steak. You're also going to need some low-fat provolone cheese, some sugar-free ketchup, some sriracha sauce, some low-sodium soy sauce, some Worcestershire sauce, and you are going to need some green bell pepper, red bell pepper, yellow or orange bell pepper, some fresh ginger, as well as some fresh garlic. And I think that is it. All right. And so the first thing, like I said, we're going to do is I'm going to make the sauce. So in my pan right now, I'm using a cast iron skillet because this is going to go into the oven when we're all done. And so we'll start out with, I've got some fresh ginger, so we're going to add that into the pan. Let's turn that up a little bit, okay? And then we're going to start adding in all of our sauces. So I have our low sodium soy sauce. We have our Worcestershire sauce, which I always have a hard time saying that word. Try saying that fast 3 times. Whew. All right. Then we have our sriracha sauce. All right. Just going to put that right in. And then our sugar-free ketchup. All right. And so this is going to cook, just simmer, so it doesn't need to be too hot. This is just going to simmer for about 5 minutes until all those flavors come through. While that is simmering, I just want to explain a little bit about what I've already done to prepare for this meal. And so I had some beef steak, and so I just took some sirloin steak actually, and then weighed it out and I cut it in strips. And then I took my, green onion is also what you're gonna need. Green onion, just chopped off the white parts and just used the green and chopped that up in small pieces. And then I took all of my bell peppers. So we had the green, the yellow or orange, and then the red bell peppers. And I just cut those in little strips as well. And so the first step was to cook that steak, those strips of steak, in my fry pan. And so I did that with just some cooking spray. I didn't use any oil at all. And then I removed that steak from the fry pan and put it in a bowl with a lid on it so it would keep warm. The next step was to cook those green onions. And so I still had my pan all warm, and I just took those green onions that were all chopped up, threw them in the pan, and just cook them till the edges were just slightly brown, and then remove those from the pan and put them right over the top of that steak in my bowl and put the lid on that. The next step was to take all of those bell peppers that were already sliced and chopped, and I put them in the pan and cooked those until they were a little bit tender, but just a little bit brown on the edges. You don't want to overcook those. And so that's what I have going on right here in this bowl. So I have the strips of steak, the green onion, and all of the peppers all ready to go. And so we're just cooking down this sauce a little bit. Just want to make sure it doesn't burn. Meanwhile, you can preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Okay? Because once we're all done here, we're just going to pop this in the oven for a couple of minutes at 400, and then we will be putting it on broil just for 2 to 3 minutes to get it all nice and crispy on top and browned. All right. So you can see my sauce there's not a whole lot of sauce there, but it is fairly thick. So we just want to cook that on down. All right. So this recipe actually makes 5 servings. So depending on how many is in your house, whether or not you'd want to cut the recipe in half or double the recipe, just depends. All right. So the next step then is I am going to add in all the goodness. Ooh, yeah. So I'm just going to dump that in, as you can see. All the meat, all those onions and peppers. And I'm just going to mix that around on that sauce. Till it's all coated. And oh my goodness, does my kitchen smell heavenly. Ooh, love it. My husband came home, he had to go rescue one of the grandkids and walked in and he says, oh my gosh, what's cooking? He can't wait for dinner. All right. How's that looking, guys? This pan is kind of heavy, otherwise I would bring it a little closer. But let's see, I probably can do that here. So I just want to show you how good that looks. All right. Okay. And so now that we have all the peppers, all the meat and onions, the garlic, the ginger, all of the sauce in there, now it's time for our provolone cheese. So I'm just going to kind of flatten this out so it's all even. And I'm going to take this cheese, so I have it in the little round slices, and you're just going to layer it right on top of that meat mixture. All right. So I'm going to show you again how it looks. So this is just going to go in that 400 degree oven. And like I said, and then you're just going to put it in the oven for 5 minutes, and then you're going to switch to broil. And you're going to broil it for 2 to 3 minutes. And that's it. Then you just serve it up and you're good to go. So that's it. That's how simple this recipe really is. And so I hope you enjoy this recipe. Like I said, it is flavorful. It has such aroma that fills the whole house. It's just going to be so yummy. I can't wait to eat it. Oh my gosh. So I can't taste test it because we haven't broiled it yet. Darn it anyways. But anyway, guys, I will be posting the complete recipe below. If you've enjoyed this recipe, please give me the thumbs up. You can share this to your page as well, so that way you have this for the future. Of course, if you ever misplace it, feel free to send me a little message. I'd be happy to share this recipe and any of my recipes with you. So I love sharing health. I love sharing recipes and videos with all of you. It's my life's passion, and I'm just so excited that you're here watching, and so you can try this and have a healthy meal too. So thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day and a fantastic weekend. Let's go eat.